Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly psychic tarot reading. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. So this is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energy, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading or you'd like to learn how to read tarot like me, check the description box below. There's a link to my website. So, all right, Sagittarius, let's get to your reading. In the past, we have the Nine of Inspiration in reverse. This is the Nine of Wands. Letting your guard down. Ooh, wow. All right, letting your guard down. But it feels like there's a lot that wants to come through right now. Something that's difficult to say or to hear about letting your guard down. Letting your guard down. Wow, this is all wands in the past. Fire energy. So it looks like you let your guard down, and there's a Queen of Wands energy here. Feels like you let your guard down, and someone you were attracted to, someone very attractive to you, someone you might have put on a pedestal or had a lot of positive feelings, like this is an amazing person. Doesn't feel like you ever communicated that, and that's why the voice, it feels like you made some type of communication in the past. You let your guard down around this person. There's something about this person that allowed you to let your guard down. Something really lovely attractive about their energy. With very little words, it feels like you feel at home and comfortable with this person, and also passionate. It feels like you might have communicated something to this person when you were with them in the past, because you felt all these things. Your guard was let down. You see them on a pedestal as amazing, and it feels like it wasn't a lot. It feels like you might have flirted, or you might have suggestions, and it might have been more passionate. Even though it feels like you have more than just passionate. Yes. Wow. You see this person as your Ten of Cups and your Ten of Pentacles. So there's something about the communication came out in a very seductive kind of, hey, flirty maybe. But flirty, it feels like you led with the sexual, or whoever this is, and I don't feel the communication that you expressed was in depth or really encompassed the full scale of how you feel about this person. It feels like you might feel a little regret, because that's why I have a lot I want to say, but I can't get it out. And so you might have led with kind of like, hey, instead of really letting this person know, I see you as my Ten of Cups. I see you as my happily ever after. I see what I would want for my world, not only for my emotions and my heart, but you would be the person I'd want to create something lasting with. Wow. Jeez. All right, Sagittarius, starting out the gate with fire. All right, Sagittarius. In present energy, we have the Knight of Emotions in reverse. Hurtful, the communication, someone's coming in. There's energies coming in that create unwanted emotional message, like feelings. The messages that are coming in feels like a lack of love, a lack of care, maybe sadness. Feels like there's this sadness because you're not receiving messages, you're not in communication with whoever this is from your past, and I'm even having trouble like deciphering this, and that feels like kind of where you might be at because of a lot of repressed and unexpressed emotions, and it looks like you're a bit in your head about it. You want to get out of this nightmare. Somehow I feel like you're blaming yourself for being in the position that you're in. Yeah. Eight of Swords. You're in a mental trap, trying to think your way out of this, and it feels like there's a obvious answer here that you're not seeing, at least right now. Maybe that's why things are going difficult, because you're kind of working that picture, working that belief of something that you think is holding you back and trapping you, but it's a belief. It's this lack of communication. Boy, I keep coming back to this unexpressed feelings, unexpressed. You never got to... it feels like this person from your past pulled their energy away. It feels unrequited, and it feels unexpressed, and somehow, wow, what just popped out? The truth. That feels like a confirmation, as well as it looks like in this present energy, what's coming in is a new energy of truth, a new energy of communicating from your truth. Wow, powerful. What are these truths? That you sabotaged the connection. That you didn't communicate. You might have in the past wanted to manipulate this person or manipulate this situation or take advantage of the situation. Maybe that's why you led with this hot, steamy stuff. There's some type of regrets for how you handled things, and now you're seeing things from a different point of view. You're seeing things with that energy of truth, of clarity, of victory. I want a victory. I want to speak my truth, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Wow. Knight of Swords. Yeah. Validating. Wow, Sagittarius. This feels profound. Okay, what's hidden this week, Sagittarius, is the Two of Swords in reverse or upright. So this is the Two of Voices, is a crossroads, a decision. This or that. What often happens with the Two of Swords is if you stay in that energy of this or that, If you stay in that energy of indecision, that becomes your decision. Default, not making a choice by default, is a choice. And so, what do we... You might be trying to ignore all of this or avoid this by focusing on work. I'm getting this resistance to this, not wanting to look at this. Okay, not wanting to look at this. That's an interesting message. So you might be, what's hidden might be that there's someone in your environment who you're still connected with. That might be why there's such a difficulty. Now I'm understanding. It's hard to put in the work if you haven't let go of another situation. It feels like you might have wanted to shore up this and see if you could go to this person without letting go of a connection first. So you wouldn't have to do the tough work in between of being by yourself and letting a connection close and heal from it, and then starting a new connection, something like that. It feels like you might have tried, dissatisfied with the connection. Maybe that's why this has been kept so secret, and why it's so hard to talk about is it's unrequited and you're in another connection. It looks like if that's true, the person you're in connection with presently is very manipulative and painful communication. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it feels like there's a lack of love here. Why is Sagittarius staying with the Queen of Swords in reverse? What do we need to know about what's hidden? Oh, I get the feeling that you might have been more of a player in the past, and you're looking back at the past, and it feels like you're realizing that being inconsistent and being in that player energy does not create a happy home. So maybe part of the reason why there's a lack of love here, maybe why the partner is cruel communication is a result of a relationship where there's been a very inconsistent hot and cold, and a lack of joy in this relationship because of not really putting the work in and focus on the connection, being very distracted by others. Wow. All right, Sagittarius. I feel called out in this reading. I feel like I'm seeing aspects of myself that might be in the shadow. This is a very cleansing reading. I'm also getting that some of you I might have been discussing someone that you know. You might be the Sag, and yeah, the energies might flip-flop for some of you. So just wanted to validate that if you're like, wait a minute, I'm the other person in this story. I'm the unrequited love. Very well could be. Okay, so Sagittarius, the advice for this week is the Page of Materials in reverse. It's the advice is it's time to let go of a timeline that's not for you and move towards what does work for you. I think you've been trying to make something work that doesn't work. Square peg into a round hole, that type of energy. And it feels like there are others, or someone at least, that you are drawn to who would be a better fit, that you would prefer. And I think if you're honest with yourself and you're honest with the people around you, it feels like the lack of honesty with yourself, the lack of communication has been a big block. Wow. And it's kept you on a timeline that's dissolving, that's disintegrating. Holding on to something that doesn't want to hold on to you, holding on to an idea, holding on to something that, yeah, that's this Tower in reverse. I'm trying not to let everything fall apart. Even though I realize that it's not for me, I rather pretend that the Tower's not happening. I'm trying everything I can to stay on a timeline that I'm unhappy about. It looks like the universe is creating an opportunity for you. You might feel stuck. You might feel unable to move because there's something that the universe wants you to see. There's something, you've got your guard up, you're protecting yourself, or, wow, mirroring energy, or the person your unrequited person has their guard up, and you're afraid to communicate your truths. Wow. Be honest with yourself. Love yourself. Be honest. It is not loving to stay with someone just because an obligation or commitment that has run its course. Lying to them to stay under the commitment. There's a lot of... it's not, it feels like you believe that you're doing the right thing by sacrificing yourself for who? It doesn't look like who, if this is your story and you're with someone and you're not happy with them, they're not happy with you, there's no love here anymore. Maybe you're staying because you've been with this person for a long time. It's tradition. It's what you're used to. What are you sacrificing? I feel like that's the question. What are you really sacrificing? Are you sacrificing your happiness? Are you sacrificing your ego? It feels like there's a lot of good questions coming up for you, Sagittarius, this week. Okay, any final messages of guidance? Let's get you an oracle card. This feels kind of heavy. I'm not going to lie. Enchanted Map oracle card. It does feel like, you could use some guidance from divine. Maybe that's also asking the divine. Especially say it out loud. I could use help and guidance. What to do. The bravery to do what is best for the highest and greatest good. How to face my fears and speak my truth. Ooh, oh my gosh. Wow. Number 1, bone collector. All right. Gotta get my glasses. All right, Sagittarius. Your advice, bone collector, you are whole and have everything you need within. When the bone collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation similar to the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable or expect to be criticized. The bone collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the bone collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. Lovely. I love that. Reminding you of your limitless power, that you can be the person you want to be. So, all right, Sag. Hope that's helpful. Have a great week.